afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would do another kind of little vlog today. This is going to be like multiple things, so I'm going to do a bit of a declutter kind of thing with you today because I really need to, as I've said in previous videos, get my shit together, because the other things I want to update you on are the fact that we are going to be starting the process of applying for a bigger house this evening as I'm filming this, which is so exciting. We've been able to do it for a couple of weeks now and we just haven't had the time, so I'm going to try. Joe's going to bring his work laptop home tonight so we can do it, and then obviously there's no guarantees anything's going to happen like before the baby comes. I'm watching my washing line and it's really on the piss. The whole actual like concreted bit has like ripped out of the grass, so it's fallen over many a time, so I'm just waiting for that to happen again, which will be rather annoying. But anyways, off topic, yeah, we've been meaning to do this for ages but haven't got around to it, so we are going to try and do it tonight. And over the weekend just gone, so it's Monday today, I'm going to take you off here. Over the weekend just gone, and last week actually, because Joe was on duty, so he was basically off during the day, then on call at night time. We made a start with redecorating, undecorating, whatever you want to call it, which pains me because if any of you guys know, military housing has to be put back to magnolia, whatever you do to it. So as you can see in the background, we have like wallpapered this whole wall, and we wallpapered this wall that's in front of me here, and then painted like all the other ones basically. So we had like this as like a feature wall, and we also had this wall just here as like a feature wall, but as you can see we stripped off the paper, more so just to see how well it would come off. And it didn't do too bad actually. There was a couple of bits that it like ripped the paint, which we kind of expected. We obviously had to repaint anyway, so it didn't make much difference. And then Joe has basically like brush painted this whole wall. We're going to go over it again with like a roller or something just to make it a bit more kind of even and nice. But yeah, we have started the process here and here, not that you'll be able to tell, but this tiny panel and this wall here, he's just given like a little kind of magnolia wash if you like. So yeah, we need to make a start basically, because we obviously have no idea how long the whole process is going to take. It could take a matter of weeks, it could take a matter of months, who knows. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my notebook because I have been writing lists. What's new? With basically what needs to be done in each room. Right, sorry, the lighting's obviously weird because magnolia curtains. I know it could be a lot worse, but it's just so much magnolia, hence why we decorated this room in the first place. So I have basically got this notebook that I have written room by room what needs to be done as far as I know, in terms of cleaning, redecoration, things like that. There are a few things that I will double check either via the Pinnacle like March out standard list thing, like checklist, or when we have our pre-March out. I presume that's still a thing. I don't know obviously because we've never done a March out before anyway. We've only marched in when it was, at the time it was still Carillion Amy, then it went to Amy, then they went bust, now it's Pinnacle. So yeah, so I don't actually know what the specifics are going to be, so I haven't done too much. It's just things that I could think of that I know will need to be done, like obviously redecorating in here, cleaning the carpet, cleaning the windows, washing the curtains, obviously just cleaning in general, like cleaning all the kind of bits like skirting boards and things like that, cleaning in the porch, I need to touch up a little bit of paint in the kitchen. Again, clean the windows, clean the oven, clean the hob, clean the cupboards, clean the floor, clean everything. Bathroom we need to redecorate, descale, deep clean, everything. Obviously the bedrooms are going to be the easiest because we haven't done anything to them. We haven't decorated, we haven't put any pictures up, we haven't done anything. So the only kind of in-depth thing, if you like, that we'll need to do is to clean the carpets. I also know that because obviously we've had a cat, we need to do like a flea bomb treatment thing. I don't think you do that until the day you march out anyway, so that's fine, but I know I need to do that, so that is on the list. I need to take all the lampshades down, I need to change the light bulbs in this room. Again, that's something I'll do last minute, but it's on my list, because in this room, it's such a massive room, but there's only like 2 lights. There's like one that you can see down there, and there's one kind of just above the table here, and the bulbs in there were just so like ridiculously small for the size of the room. It didn't emit enough light, so we bought like these giant light bulbs basically to be able to actually light the room. So I'm going to take those out and put old ones back in, I think. I don't know, we might leave them, who knows, but it's on my list anyway. And then I've got like a little bit for like outside, so general tidy up, check the grass if it needs doing. We have done it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm hoping because we're in October now it's not really going to grow, so yeah, it might need going over. It might be that it's just one of those general rules that Pinnacle are like, no, you still need to do it even if it's snowing. Like, I've heard stories. So yeah, I need to do that. I need to do the weeding. I've done the weeding out the front, just need to do out the back, which shouldn't be too bad. Windows and doors, like on the outside, I will get like a window cleaner to come and do that, because it's just, obviously I'm pregnant and I just can't be bothered, and it's just one job that I'd rather pay someone to do. Likewise with the wheelie bins, they need cleaning, so again I'll get that booked in for someone to come and do that after their last collection around our march out. And then there will be areas in the garden that need grass seeding, which we do already have. I know it's not the right time of year for it, but again, I know that in general with like military march outs and things, they're a bit funny about things like that, and they just want you to have done it, even if it's not actually going to do anything. So you're wasting money to put grass seed down for it to not do anything, but it's to prove a point that you've done it, kind of thing. So yeah, wrote my list. We're doing the application tonight. We've obviously already started the redecoration process. We kind of started like this bit because when we're sat on the sofa we can't see it, so yeah, we're kind of like almost trying to leave this big like feature wall until last, but at the same time we know it kind of needs to be done. Likewise does the reason that I started this video, and that is because I need to do a big declutter. So I need to desperately do in here, like in general, although I've done like the desk drawers fairly recently and I think they're okay. I need to do the drawer unit that's to my left here. I think that unit's okay because that's, yes, I've done the top drawer the other week, and then the other 2 drawers are like my underwear and my pyjamas, which I think are fine. I may possibly go through it like when I'm actually like packing my clothes and stuff, kind of thing. But the main thing that I need to do, which you may have already seen if you've watched my like wardrobe declutter video, is my Monaco cupboard, which is my hallway cupboard. And I'll warn you now, if you haven't already seen it, it's an absolute fucking shit show. Such is my life at the minute. Although my kitchen is relatively clean because that's what I basically spent this morning doing. So this is our hallway cupboard, or otherwise known as my Monaco cupboard. It's a mess. I've done this so many times. I have literally done a KonMari on this and took everything out of this cupboard and sorted it, and it just keeps going back to this basically. I know that we are very lucky to even have this cupboard, and I think that is why I'm kind of of the mindset, sorry if you can hear my dryer in the background, I'm of the mindset that I really need to like sort this out, because we're probably not going to have this kind of storage in our next house. So yeah, I'm going to do it shelf by shelf this time, because one, there's a lot of crap in there, and if I take it all out, I'm not going to have any room to do anything. And two, I've already got so much shit out as it is. Like, my life is just a mess at the minute. That's a mess. That's a mess. That's not too bad. So yeah, I'm going to do it shelf by shelf. I'm going to free off the table quickly. There's not a huge amount going on here. There's enough that it's messy, but there's also not a huge amount that I can just kind of move it out of the way for now, and put it over there. Just moving shit from one area to the next. I'm really good at that. So yeah, I'm going to make a start on this cupboard. I really want to just start packing. I'm just one of those people, I really love packing and unpacking and cleaning, and I'm just that person. And yeah, I really want to make a start in doing it, but there is no point, because one, I don't actually have any boxes. Well, I think I've got like a handful of old Gusto delivery boxes, and two, I'd have nowhere to put them when I pack them, because they wouldn't fit back in the cupboard, so there's not a lot of point. I just want to kind of make it ready so that it will make packing a lot easier. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to set you up, move all my chairs out of the way so I've got a free table to work on, and then start clearing this fucking cupboard. At the point where I'm regretting starting. So I have a helper now, somewhere over there, there she is, who I just had to wake up from her nap because it was 4 o'clock, and I was like, nope. And she was rather upset, so it's taken me a little while to calm her down. So I'm going to try and get back to a bit of sorting now. I'm like making progress, although it doesn't look like it. It literally just looks like I've made a mess so far. A tiny little pile of rubbish, tiny little pile of recycling, fair size pile of stuff that I need to pass on or send to a charity shop or do something with. I then have a pile of stuff that's like, I know needs to go, but I don't know what to do with it. Maybe I'll show about. And then I've got like a pile here of stuff that is like definitely staying, so that just needs to go back in. And then yeah, luckily we don't eat at the dining table. And then we have one empty, which I will obviously start putting stuff back in now. One that I'm not really going to bother getting those things out because I know that they're staying anyway. This is the one that I'm currently working on, and yeah, I need to tell myself not to just go on to like the next one until I've like sorted something else out, because I know what I'm like. But yeah, I know that middle shelf, this one, is the one that's the worst, so I'm kind of like trying to put it off and trying to think, do I just do the top one first? 'Cause the second one's Joe's shelf, so I'm not touching that. I don't know, but I need to start putting some of this stuff back just so it doesn't look quite so messy when Joe gets home. There's a couple of things I need to, like I say, kind of ask him about. And yeah, so I'll show you probably a little bit later on today how it's kind of come out. I was going to do this as like a little kind of time-lapsey video, but then I thought, you know what, it's going to be so boring because it's literally me standing here like to music, so seems a bit pointless. So I'll just show you kind of like a before and after, and obviously included the kind of housing update thing. So I have actually emailed the lady on camp who deals with like welfare housing stuff, to ask if a couple of properties that we know are empty have been allocated already or not. One of them she knows is like offline because it needs a ridiculous amount of work doing to it, and the other one she doesn't know yet. She's going to speak to allocations and find out, and then I'm going to chase her again on Wednesday if I haven't heard anything, she said. So yeah, all exciting. I don't know if that means we don't put the application in until it's like we've heard back from her. I don't know, maybe we'll hold off just in case because it's only another 2 days. So yeah, I might continue this vlog over a few days, I think, like I say, because then I can just do like little kind of housing updates and stuff for it to kind of make a bit more sense and just, I don't know, be worthwhile. But yeah, for now, this is my to-do alongside looking after this little munchkin, of course. Afternoon, so it is day 2 of sorting. My house still looks like an absolute shithole. But I have some more piles. This stuff on the table on the end is stuff that is going. I just need to like put it on Facebook and stuff like that, just to like give it away and stuff. But I have this little pile of stuff to go in the bin. This is to be shredded, which is annoying because I shredded stuff earlier. That's all just to go to the pharmacy next time I'm that way. And that is all just like recycling and stuff. And there's a few more bits down here. They're literally just like some empty boxes and stuff. I've love for you to play with, haven't I? And it's been sorted. How do you feel about moving house, huh? Really? Like a new bedroom? Yeah? We can put the curtain fairy lights up then, can't we? Yeah, so I bought some like curtain fairy lights for my beauty room, obviously like way before I had Soph, when her bedroom was like my beauty room, and I'm hopefully going to put those up in her bedroom and try and make like a bit of a kind of like sensory corner kind of thing when we've got like our spare beds in there as well in her bedroom. Once that's obviously out and she's got a bit more space, then we can spend a bit of time in there as well as out here, just for kind of like, you know, every now and then you just need a bit of a change of scenery, even if you're still in the house. That's right. You come give Mummy a cuddle. Can I have a cuddle? Can I have a cuddle, baby? No? Okay. So yeah, she's not long woke up. So I'm probably going to have a bit of a break now. I've been just obviously sorting those bits out. I finished the shelf that I was kind of dreading the most. That's where most of the crap came from, which was this one, these 2 boxes here. That's the one I'm going to leave because that's all Joe stuff. And then I'm just going to quickly sort this one out. It's not too bad, to be honest. I just need to kind of assess what's actually up there and see if there's any crap to get rid of, basically. And then list all that stuff on Facebook. Obviously, as you can see, we are decorating, so there is just stuff that I'm going to leave out permanently, like the paint and the ladder, because she is predominantly in there. But yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you for now, and I will catch up with you in a bit. So, it is a few days later now. I can't actually remember when I last spoke to you. I think it was before we did our application. So we have actually done that now. We have put in the application for, I keep wanting to call it a betterment, but it's not a betterment because it is an entitled move, but just a application to a bigger house. So we've put that in. There is nothing available at the moment, which we expected to be the case. So it's just kind of a case of sitting and waiting, basically. But we have made good headway on the undecorating, redecorating thing. I can't remember where we were at last time I showed you. I know we'd done this wall by the kitchen, but we have since done all around the door, including, whoa, that wall there by Penny's litter box, obviously this one. No, I won't. All around the window there, and we have just ripped a bit of the wallpaper off behind the computer. So we're going to make a start repainting all that because the wallpaper has, like we expected, ripped the paint off behind it anyway. So we're going to repaint all that, and then I'm going to try and maybe make a start in the bathroom because it is this same colour. So I've taken the bits, or most of the bits apart from the unit, off of the wall in there, ready to try and get paint on it. Might not do that until tomorrow, but I figured if I kind of prep it, it will mean that, you know, as soon as I get a chance I'll just go in and do it, which will probably be like tomorrow nap time. But yeah, it's 2 o'clock now and it doesn't sound like somebody is sleeping. No, she is not. So yeah, I've just made a coffee though, so I'm going to sit and have this for a bit, do a bit more prepping, painting, whatever, and then I don't know when I'm next going to update, because like I say, this is going to be kind of a bit of a kind of collective vlog. I did finish the hallway cupboard, which I think is where I started. Cat's got the zoomies now. Where I started this video, so I finished that, put everything back that we are obviously keeping, and now I'm just in the process of getting rid of all the other stuff via various means. So yeah, I'm going to have a coffee, get on with some more bits and bobs, and then I will, like I say, probably update you when we hear something about the application or something like that. Apparently I'm not going to have my coffee, I'm going to get rid of that wallpaper that's on the floor first. But yeah, I'll speak to you in a bit.